top of the day, all the way to the bottom of the night. Whenever you get this, is when you need to get it. When you need to see it. When you need to hear it. When you need to let everything soak in and marinate. Dear Holy Shepherd, speak to me and through me. What do you want to say today? What is the message for today? Hello, all. Today I want to talk about when my big brother went into the wilderness. When he went into the wilderness to go get tempted. When he went in the wilderness to go die to himself. To take control of the spacesuit, of the vessel that the Spirit of Jesus was in. A lot of people like to look at it and be like, wow, 40 days and 40 nights, that's a long time. That's a month and a week. But most people think when you talking about fasting or going into the wilderness, everybody is stuck on not eating, not drinking. But that's just the bare minimum of going into the wilderness and even fasting. Fasting has more to do with your spirit, more with taking self-accountability, self-control. When you go without a thing, it shows that you don't really even need it. As much as your body craves it, as much as your body tells you it needs it. You know how they got different kinds of fast out here. 3-day fast, 4-day fast. It's just fasts. A week, 2 weeks is what it is. But if you make it a lifestyle on always speaking and being in communication, in connection with the Most High, it becomes normal to you. Just like if you condition yourself to eat 5 times a day or 3 times a day, it becomes a routine. You don't need to eat 5 times a day or 3 times a day. That's not what it is. We condition ourselves. We condition ourselves to pray in the morning, pray at night, pray in the afternoon. But if you condition yourself to pray every day, you just walking and you talking. You could talk out loud to God. He right there with you. Who else gonna be there with you? In my life lesson, in my life track, I found out the closest people, the people that you trust the most, will turn on you because they have their own dreams to go follow. They have their own agenda that they got going on. So you can't rely on somebody's love or somebody's connection to push you through. Only one you can depend on is the Most High Because, I mean, literally, he would never leave you, never forsake you. When we walking on this journey, on this trail, God deals with you. He doesn't deal with you, your wife, you, your family, you and your friends, you and your mama, you and your daddy, your brothers, your sisters, none of that. Everybody has their own mission. It's cool. I don't know, but I had bad experiences with it, so I reject all of that. I reject the outside love because people always got hidden agendas or hidden motives behind why they talking to you or why they got going on, because they feel like sometimes you can help in this situation, or you can be talked about and be put down, and they could talk about you so it makes them look better. But if you are locked in, you got that eagle eye, you got that hawk eye vision, future tunnel vision, you would and you will keep your eye on the prize. You can see the distractions. You can see the people who's trying to deter you from what you got to do, what God gave you to do. We all have to come out here and really take account of what is God's will for my life? What is God's will for your life? And do not look at anybody else on what they doing or what they got going on. Because like a wise man told me, well, I heard, he said he looked at one of his friends or one of his family members, and they was gaining things physically faster than he was. So he asked God, why is he prospering faster? Why is he moving faster? You see, when you look at another person's path, when you look at another person's plate, your food get cold. Only worry about what you gotta eat. Only worry about what you have to do. It may sound selfish, but the world is selfish. The world makes us selfish. Oh, I want this much of money. I want this much I want this house. I want this type of job. I want to be seen by this much people. But what if that ain't the will of God for you? Some men of God didn't even go through their life with a woman. You think they didn't want that type of affection, or that lust, that feeling of being vulnerable? Everybody would, once you get a taste of it, it's like once you get a taste of something good, you want it again and again. But like the trick was for us to indulge and do and become gods, because when you step in and try to create outside of what the Creator created, you are trying to become God, trying to make life too early. We try to exit God out too early, having sex too early, having relations too early. The word of God says, when a man finds a wife, he finds a good thing. Not when a man go looking for a wife, he gonna find a good wife. Because when it's time to When God's gift finds you, you are not looking for it because you're too busy on the real mission. You're too busy doing what you have to do. You see, Adam wasn't looking for Eve. Adam was just working and doing and living. Let's just put it like that. Was living. He wasn't hungry. Oh man, I need an Eve around here, man. I need an Eve to help me raise my. I need an Eve to clean up around here. I need an Eve to cook for me. I need an Eve to do everything for me. Nah. God put in each one of us, man and woman, male and female, everything we gonna ever need to sustain and do what we gotta do. But see, the thing it is, we try to go back to the future. That's an old movie, but those are some real words. Just listen to it. Back to the future? Huh. You see, we all in different realms and different levels. The 3D realm is the lower level. It is even 1 and 2. They so low level. I mean, low energy. You do what you see. You say what you see. I'm hungry. You go get something to eat. That's lower level. You allowing anything that hits you, any kind of energy that hits you, that you just go and run with it. But the real test is if you could feel hungry and say, no, not right now. And see what happens to you. Your spirit gets stronger. Your soul is enlightened, is inflamed. Because we are all spiritual beings. We're all spiritual beings living in this physical world. But if you cannot control your physical urges, this 3D urge, and it controls or your spirit, your soul has to yield to your flesh. That means your flesh is stronger than your spirit. And remember, our spirit was made before our flesh. 40 days and 40 nights, man. And that wasn't even what Jesus could do all the way. That he just was so strong that right there was the for him, that was all he needed to do. But I could say, like, for me, I'm gonna tell you, like, real talk. I've been going in this road for a long time. Allowing my flesh to control my spirit. Allowing people, trying to be a people pleaser, to control what my spirit really wanted to go do. See, your spirit wants to go off alone. It wants to be alone so it can develop, evolve. You cannot evolve around anybody. You have to go off and leave everybody alone. I like that I am a popular loner. I like that I'm a loner. I don't like that popular, because popular mean a lot of people like to be around. Popular. You in the crowd. But I'm just a straight up loner. Just like they say, we came in this world alone, and we gonna leave this world alone. You came through your mother's womb alone. It was nobody out there in your belly with you, unless you was a twin. But even the twins, they don't come out at the same time. So you came into this world alone, even as twins. Y'all born day, y'all start day is not the same. It's the same day, it's the same maybe hour, but it is not the same second. It is not the same minute. We come in this world alone. You're going to leave alone. And even when you come into this world, you got to set some time out to be alone, to get back to source, to get back to the creator, the one that created your spirit and your soul. I love my big brother because he was the example on how we were supposed to live, how we are supposed to live here, what we supposed to do here, how we were supposed to interact with people here. "40 days and 40 nights is all he needed. But see, I know I need about, 6 months, a year. Just imagine you leaving everything alone for 6 months. God will provide for you. God will make sure that you will still live. He gonna teach you. He gonna give you the mission, show you what to do, what to say, where to go. And where the Creator leads you down to, it is not for your benefit. It's only for the benefit of God. See my squirrel, he eating up something? Vibing, ain't he? We out here. Big acorn in the mind. But see, he on his own mission. Squirrels, chipmunks, butterflies, birds, red cardinals. This is all what I see out here. Deers. "40 days and 40 nights. Now imagine, they live solo for longer than that. So they in tune with the Most High. They in tune with nature. They in tune with the universe. Because you see, when my big brother came from the wilderness, even when he was in the wilderness, the devil was trying to tempt him, trying to get him to be a part of the world, even in his wilderness, even in his alone time. "Come on over here, man. See, boy, I know you hungry. Boy, look at them stones right there. You got enough power." And he know how much power that we got, that we could turn. All we got to do is ask God to give us something to eat. And God gonna turn stone into bread. You understand? But he gonna try to tempt you to feed that flesh, to try to get you back down here on this level. But this is a lower level. I'm trying to be high. You see how big this tree is? I'm trying to be as high as this tree. Look how many years this tree been here sitting alone, just growing and evolving. That is our lesson. See, relationships, earthly relationships, are a distraction. Because starting a family, having a brother, having a sister, having a mother, having a father, that was all our wills. That's all our wills. Because look, as a father, we put me in it. Me as a father, I taught my kids that I was just an instrument to get you down here. I do not control you. I can teach you, but I cannot control you. I give them back to God. After God taught me what to teach them, I gave them back to God. Now, God, they in your hands. They know your voice. They know how to talk to you. They know how to hear from you. Now it's all on God. But see, if I would have listened and not get into my own will, I would have never had these problems. He would have never had to teach me what to teach my children, because I would have married and had babies with the right individual. If I would have let the right individual, the right wife, the right person, the right personnel find me in due time, our kids would have been spirit led together. But see, when I went out looking for a wife, because I felt like I needed a woman, I needed to have children. I needed to, because that's what life was, is to marry a woman, get kids, and get a house, and that's it. That's life. You think that's all God made us for? Nah. The grass, the trees has bigger purposes than just being a tree right there. It's a bigger purpose that we can't even fathom. Look at all this. It's life and death here. Life and death here. The trees serve a purpose. The grass serve a purpose. We serve a purpose. The squirrel serves a purpose. The flies serve a purpose. The birds, the snakes, everything serves a purpose. You got to put that purpose in place. You got to put what you got going on in your life in place so that the will of God can evolve to become made manifest. We all got to line up to things. I'm all just speak about me, because I'm talking about me, okay? I'm not sitting here pointing fingers. If I point a finger, 4 more, 3 more is pointed right back at me. So I don't like to talk about what nobody else doing. I only talk about what I'm going through. And when I say we, I'm really talking about me and my spirit and my flesh. We. My spirit and my flesh are we. When I'm speaking about we, I don't know about anybody else. Because I'm really not concerned on what y'all got going on. I really do not care. I mind my own mind. I mind my own business. Whatever float your boat, go float. Go ride on whatever wave you want to. But this is a rowboat. You see, when Jesus, even when he came from the wilderness, he got straight to business. He went and got his little homeboys or whoever God led him to teach. That was his family. The people who do what God tell them to do. He didn't go look for a wife as soon as he came from out the wilderness. 40 days and 40 nights. See, all of us, we think, oh man, I could do some damage to a female or you know, females, I do some things to a male. But that wasn't even on his mind. Jesus, my big brother, the only thing was on his mind was, man, let me go ahead and teach this on, because boy, it's gonna come a time, it's coming where people not gonna like what I'm teaching, because I'm teaching love and growth. I'm teaching power. So the peoples that are in power in this world, they not gonna like this. But I don't care about the people in this world. I only gotta care about God, the one who created me and everything I see and don't see. But you gotta imagine, Jesus, he saw the physical things he can see, and he seen the invisible. He was looking in the spirit. He wasn't just looking with his physical eyes. He had 3 eyes going on. I remember that movie, Total Recall, way back in the day with Arnold Schwarzenegger. When they went to Mars, right? You know, it was people up there with 3 eyes. You know what I'm saying? 4 arms. You know, they look like real aliens. They looked funny. But just imagine, God created all of that. God created everything. Things that you can see and things that you can't see. 40 days or 40 nights, man. I know I need like 60 days and 60 nights, or 90 days and 90 nights. Because, you know, I'm you know, just being grown up the way that I was grown up. It wasn't correct. It wasn't right. You hear that horn beeping in the background. It's real. Everything I'm telling you is real. But me, I love you guys. And the greatest teacher is God, Jesus, our Savior. If you want to learn, if you want to be taught the right way, He is the only way. Because you can look at a person's physical appearance, you can go to a pastor, you can go to a priest, you can go to all them, but they don't even have the answers, bro. You can go to a friend, you can go to your mama, you can go ask advice from your daddy, all these people, but they have no idea how to live this life. Because all of us have vices. It ain't nobody really taking time out, and you know, you could probably go to a monk. Let's go to a monk, and you see they go up in the mountain for what they dedicate the rest of their life to that lifestyle, to the way they live. They dedicate the rest of their life because they feel like, and I'm gonna give you as a monk standpoint, because I do be in monk mode. I told you I'm a loner. I love to be alone. I can create better. I can think better. I can think more clear and put things in place. The perspective. The right perspective. But as a monk, you know, because they wasn't always monks. They feel like, how I feel, is that when I was in the world, I planted every seed that I wanted to. I planted children's as seed. I planted businesses seeds. I planted emotional seeds, relationships seeds. Everything, trying to build a world that I thought was efficient, that was good enough. When turn to come out, I was planting all the wrong seeds. God never told me or told us to plant those seeds where we planted them. We was moving on our own agenda, our own prerogative. So when you come to the realization that, hey man, all what I did my whole life, that was my will. And you turn away from that and you just say, nah, man, I'm gonna do everything in God's will. You gotta go into the wilderness. You gotta go up to that mountaintop and be alone. And let everything that you planted, let God handle it. That's very hard to do. That's self-control, self-accountability, self-confidence, self-caring, self-respect. That's self-love. when you can dedicate the rest of your life to the Most High, to the Creator, the one that created we and everything we see. I love y'all. I ain't gonna be in here long, man. But 40 days and 40 nights. 80 days and 80 nights. 120 days and 120 nights. I'm just going up by fours, all right? Four, four, four. 444. We are loved by God always. He always wants us to know that. He always wants to protect us. He always wants us to know that whatever the outcome, whatever that we are going through, he is doing it because he loves us. And he wants the best for us. I was talking to some coworkers, and the Spirit led me to say that whatever the enemy gives you, it comes quick. But whatever God gives you, it takes time. Because in this world, nowadays, people want to plant a seed today and get a full-grown tree tomorrow. But that is not how nature works. You plant a seed today, maybe a year later, you'll see a tree. Check what your harvest is. If it comes fast, it goes faster. But if it comes slow, it'll last longer. If it grows fast, it goes fast. But if it comes slow, it lasts longer. I love y'all. This dirty introverted diamond. I was left in the mud. I was left on concrete, but I'm still succeeding. I was left for dead. I was even shot in the head. But still, God rose me up to fulfill the mission and the will that he appointed for me. I'ma see y'all around. I love y'all. Love and light. Peace and joy and happiness. And live in peace on both sides. Live in peace even after death. Live in peace. Bye.